Here with my mom on the way to Spain. Oh, she's not coming. It's only me. What's up, everybody? My name is Rel, and I just went overseas for 3 months while maintaining my corporate job. I'll tell you a little bit about how I did that, what I did while I was over there. I was actually in Barcelona, Spain. I'll show you a little bit about my experience. We'll just get right into it. We were in Spain for 3 months. I didn't really have any aspirations as to where I wanted to travel abroad. So when she called me and introduced the opportunity, I was like, yo, we can go wherever, because I don't mind. She picked Barcelona, Spain, and it was great. I'm really glad that we picked that. I honestly think the flight was only about 8 hours, maybe 6, but it wasn't as long as you would anticipate it to be. First night out there, obviously drinking a bunch of wine. Wine is super cheap. There's a saying that says that it's harder to find water in Europe than it is liquor and wine. Definitely a true statement. We found this local Spanish spot, which makes me emotional to think about it. It was so good. Oh my gosh, it was like, it was the best thing that we could have ever found. We found it on the very first, like the first 3 days that we were there. So we ate there a lot every Sunday. And we went out Saturday night. We wake up the next day, we go into the Spanish spot. The party scene out there was pretty interesting. The clubs are open until like 6 a.m. So the parties don't actually get started until about 1 or 2. So our first night actually at the club at like 11, it's totally empty. The tickets do come with a free drink, and the tickets were only like $10 or so pretty cheap. Throughout our first week, we decided to just really go around and explore, get used to like the local area within our few block radius. So ended up finding a Starbucks, these local bakeries. We also explored the co-working spaces because we both work corporate jobs, and so we needed somewhere to actually work when during the week couldn't really be in our Airbnb all day, both of us on the phone, especially if we were gonna both be working at like the kitchen table. I need a desk and a mouse, and you see like my whole setup here, so I need the whole nine. I was able to find one where we landed at One Cowork, so if you're ever in Barcelona, check them out. Great community. They actually have multiple locations as well. Amazing. But since you're in Europe, things are relatively close. So even in Spain, you can take a day trip and go to a different part of Spain. My cousin wanted to really go to Andorra, and I wanted to really go snowboarding because that's one of my hobbies. I'm a shredder. So we looked it up. Andorra was about 2 to 3 hours from our Airbnb. And so we decided to rent a car, set out on that trip. Car rental, super easy. Very similar to the US if you ever rented a car. Funny enough, I found a mountain that I thought was in Andorra, and so we went to the mountain opposed to Andorra first. Andorra wasn't where the mountain was. Yo ho, to Andorra we go! We thought we was here already, and we're not, because
you were left in charge.
So we ended up being in the wrong place. Long story short, my cousin made me take the drive to actually go to Andorra, which was another hour or so away, but we did make it to Andorra, which is super cool. It's literally on the border of like France and Spain. Found like some super nice mall and some exotic foods to eat. So we're here following Ari's direction because she's the oldest. And now we have squid heads on our freaking plate.
Cheers.
Cheers. My cousin and I, we're out here in this new country by ourselves, so we had to try new things. So as we came back from Andorra, right across the street from our Airbnb, there was a warehouse event branded with like Nike, House of Hoops. I ended up going into it and thinking, this seems like a regular event. And that was a great event for me to see. And I had the first idea of, okay, wait, what is different about here into America? I've only been here for maybe a week, maybe less than a week, and I've already had some amazing food. I already traveled 3 to 4 hours and basically switched my climate. If anything, Spain was feeling a little bit better than America.